Hi, everybody. This is Phil Sims, and you're watching Fresh Cookies.
Whoops. What up? Welcome. Fresh Cookies Week 13 kickoff. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Appreciate we already got some people up in the chat. What up? No, I already saw something in there. Week 13. Can you believe it? Seems like just the other day we were having our fantasy football draft. Woot Woot Football League. It's a scarce times for who is Mac Jones franchise. Owner, me. I hope y'all doing good, though. It's always nice to already have some peeps in here. Week 13. I want to know how are some of your predictions doing? Because so far, not I wouldn't say it's terrible on my front, but the Joe Burrow Super Bowl MVP, that's a little hard to come back from right now. I don't know. I'm still saying it's going to look like a rematch of last year's Super Bowl. But the 49ers, they're changing my ish. So much going down. Thanksgiving games, they're all right. It was kind of hard for me to pick a best game this week. Sunday I was out the mix. I was at the Giants and Patriots game. We're going to talk about that crazy experience. The game, it is what it is. Before we get into it, they scored the only touchdown they scored happened when I went to the bathroom, so should kind of tell you what went down there. But great show playing for you. We're finally getting a good primetime game. Well, the Chiefs Eagles was okay, but still these primetime games trash. But tonight's going to be a good one, and a lot to prove for the Cowboys. All I can say. I have a lot of Dallas Cowboy friends. You better prove something. All right, you better prove something. But hope your Thanksgiving was good. The games, they were all right, man. Seahawks really disappointed me. Power rankings for this week, interesting. Some interesting mix-ups. But in the chat, let me know what were some of your takeaways from this past week. I really wasn't impressed with any of the games. The Bills, was it the Bills Eagles? That was like the big game, went into overtime. Eagles still technically number one, but yeah, I want to hear in the chat. You know, what's your takeaway from this past weekend, and also, you know, what's your take on play around the NFL this year? Not gonna lie, pretty sloppy, and it's kind of hard to watch at times considering all the hurt starting quarterbacks we have out. You know, and now Aaron Rodgers might be peeking back up in the mix. Who knows? But not my favorite NFL season, not just because the Patriots are bad. And if you were checking out our thumbnail, Broncos, man, they keep winning. And one of the poll questions for today, I want to get your guys' opinion on this. Look, they were bad to start the year, but are we wrong for not believing in the Broncos? This was a team that got a 70-piece hung on them. Like, what? Come on. They're doing good. To be honest, I don't know. They're doing good right now. I think they will be in the playoff hunt, barring, you know, we'll see how the AFC West plays out. Who knows? I know they split one with the Chiefs, so yeah, interesting take right here. Lizzie P coming in hot. F. Sean Payton. That's an interesting one. I'm not gonna lie, I like him at times. But sorry, just had some breaking news come in. Let's see if this is true or not. My goodness. Hold on, Lizzie P. We'll get back to that. But breaking news. Shout out to Los Insider. Just gonna give Schefter a run for his money here. But yeah, apparently, you see it right there. Apparently, arrest warrant issued for Von Miller, and we are going to embrace the 21st century and pull up one of our most accredited media sources, good old TMZ. We'll get back to you, Broncos. But there we go. Where my theme music. Von Miller arrested for hitting pregnant woman. Let's just get into this right here. This deserves a sip of coffee. Von Miller, this deserves a hold on. You guys spell warrant. I'm kidding. It's a joke. How's everybody doing, though? All right. This is terrible. Von Miller. Honestly, man, like you. Sorry about that. Just want to get this going. Yes. This is. Well, let me just update it real fast. This is insane. Honestly, I'm not sure if he was out for any legal reasons. It seemed. I'm pretty sure he's been playing, right? Man, you think you know a guy, but anyway. Yeah. So arrest warrant issued for Von Miller for allegedly hitting or assaulting pregnant woman. Right. Really? I hate mine. I know it's all right. That's good. Um Shameless Disney plugs. But it says an arrest warrant has been issued. Wait, TMZ Sports has learned that an arrest warrant has been issued for NFL superstar Von Miller for allegedly assaulting a pregnant woman. So it was an incident on November 29th around 11 a.m. So that was yesterday. Wednesday afternoons. That's wild. A major disturbance. All right, so he's not in jail. Yeah, just play this in but do we have hmm, interesting. Do we have details on who the woman is though? Is the question. I'm be You know what? No, I'm not apologizing. We're trying to get to the bottom of this. Man, people wasted no time.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
All right, but seriously. Um Ouch. It's a low blow. Good luck to the Dallas Police Department trying to find Von Miller. Bills defense has been looking for him for 2 months. You know what? He tore his I was about to say Achilles. He tore his ACL. I can't keep up with all these NFL injuries. Everybody's hurt, all right? Everybody's hurt. Hey, shout out my bro, Justin. Had a great time with him on Thanksgiving Eve. That's my brother for life. Appreciate you taking care of my lady and I. And it's his baby mom's. I would hope so. That would be really crazy. That would be the most shocking twist in the story if it was just a random pregnant woman. Not saying it's okay, but just exactly, Mike. Exactly. It doesn't say domestic abuse. So is it a random pregnant woman? Is this like a secret pregnancy we weren't supposed to know about? Who is this prego? I want t-shirts made. Let's try to get let's see a Dov Kleiman, usually a somewhat credible source. Yeah, Lizzie P. Is he the pappy? We don't know. We don't know. But yeah, Miller's longtime girlfriend, assaulting her at their home. A 3rd-degree felony. Jeez. And while he's not wrong, Kleiman going with the immediate reactions. Just so you know, we don't condone pregnant woman hitting or woman hitting of any kind here. But Von Miller, come on, man. I don't know if she was hitting him first. Regardless, it's not an excuse, but just walk away. Like if it's really that serious of an argument. Also an interesting interjection there, Mike, as well. Sorry. Whoops. Pull up the wrong comment. Is the kid his? Who knows? I mean, that would be insane. Just ask Tyreek Hill. Listen. Tyreek Hill. Wasn't there somebody it was Tyreek Hill and I think Kareem Hunt. Didn't that happen at like around the same time? I know Hill was like his son or stepson and Kareem Hunt just kicking women in the lobby. Like, what are you doing, bro? Trying to get money. I don't know. If you have if you have an arrest warrant issued, I'm assuming there had to be some type of proof of violence, correct? And they said people called the police. So I don't know how she trying to get money. She having the kid. Yeah, I remember the Adrian Peterson one. That was pretty crazy. The switch. Let's see if the article. And the Bills are on a bye week this week, so man. It says she was treated for minor injuries, so thank goodness. I'm assuming the baby's okay, hopefully. Says in 2021 he was under investigation, but they declined to move forward with charges, but they didn't say for what. Von Miller. Damn. The hell, bro. Sorry, guys. I thought you guys were reading this. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah. I mean, Miller's a defensive guy, which is even crazier. Not to say that a running back wouldn't be as aggressive, but man. And it's not like this is not that it makes it any better. It's not even it's not even like this is just a player. This is a straight up superstar. So the league has no I really don't think that man. The league really can't dance around this one. Von Miller. What are you doing, bro? Man. Kind of want to go pull up his stats now from the Eagles game. So, new poll question. Gonna ask here. Oh my gosh, man. Technology always got to give you a middle finger when you're trying to do something real quick. All right, here's the new poll question. Will Von Miller play again this season? I mean, he had the arrest warrant issued, so I'm unfortunately I'm trying to remember what happened with Aaron Hernandez. Like as soon as Hernandez I don't know if it was I believe it's once the arrest warrant was issued, he got dropped from the team. I can't remember if it was that or once he was arrested. But anyway, will Von Miller play again this season? Like I said, the Bills, they are on a bye this week. Wow. Honestly shocking. Shocking. I appreciate all the comments and especially the heads up from my bro in here. But what's your guys' take on this? Do you think he's going to play again if if he's not arrested or if the charges get dropped? Yeah, we brought that up. Says back in 2021 he had some shit going, but they decided to not move forward with the proceedings. Yeah, the thing is, I think the Bills would want to move forward, but like we have to address the elephant in the room. Like outside of football, the NFL is selling their brand. Everything is super, let's help everyone, include everyone. Not, and that's good and bad. But I think in this era, homie, even if you're for as messed up as it is, it's almost like being involved in this situation at all. Even if you were the guy or the woman, no. If you were the guy who called, even if you're the guy who called for the domestic violence, why didn't you call sooner? Something. I don't, and as hardcore as the Bills fans are, for some reason, I just feel like either some group, somebody out there will make it a point to literally shame the Bills into saying, or at least bringing in Von Miller and being like, yeah, bro, you can't show your face here for the rest of the year. But if the Bills do go forward with it, ouch, talk about a real gut punch to their brand. That's really hard to come back for, considering I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl this year, because if they were to win the Super Bowl and keep Von Miller out there, that's a whole different story. But it ain't going to happen. All right? So add this to the somewhat questionable Josh Allen play this year, the Stephon Diggs woes, bad coaching decisions. Now you have your star defensive player, as of right now, on the sidelines. In a disrespectful manner, might I add. Bills can't catch a break. It's their own doing. Nah, I blame their fans. You shouldn't expect anything from them. They've been bad forever. I don't believe he's well, now that I say that, I don't know. Buffalo's a little irresponsible. I feel like they would have gave him like a 5-year guaranteed type deal. I would really love to read some of these contracts, because if he does get arrested, I'm assuming they don't have to pay him, right? How does that work? But Mike, to answer your question, it says he signed a 6-year, $120 million contract with the Buffalo Bills. That included here. I'll just ads out the ass. Holy shit. Kid's an ad. He would have grown up to be an ad. Where my Goodfellow fans at? What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good Thursday, by the way. Appreciate y'all all up in here. But Mike, just to answer your question, he's on a 6-year deal. Whoa, hold on 1 second. This wasn't supposed to happen. But it says right here he's on a 6-year deal, $120 million that he signed last year. So he's only in the second year of this contract. 51 guaranteed. I would have to, I don't know if there's anybody in here that can help with shit like this. I'm gonna have to bring in an accountant, money handler of some sort. But yeah, he's only in the second year of this 6-year contract. So I wonder, if he's arrested, does he still keep any of that guaranteed money? And is his contract terminated? And like, can he come back if maybe that's the other thing too. If a la the Boston Celtics in one of the weirdest possible things you could do, and I've seen baseball teams do it. I'm pretty sure the Red Sox did it too. But now if the Bills do a self-imposed suspension, think about it. They would cover all the bases. They're like, look, we know we're not winning the Super Bowl this year. This group doesn't get along. We're probably going to move on from our head coach. So just putting it out there, is it plausible that the Bills were to do a self-imposed ban, sit Von Miller the rest of the year, let the proceedings take place in the offseason, and then he's good to come back next year, healthy, done deal. They're going to have a new coach, possibly get another number one receiver, depending on if somebody wants to go there. So, yeah, will Von Miller play again this season? You think the league gets involved and say he's suspended until further notice? And if he is allowed to play, do you think the Buffalo Bills would do a self-imposed season-ending ban for him? Let me know. Do you think the Bills would actually have the balls to sit down with Vaughn and ask him to just take a seat for the rest of the year? Man. Now I'm curious. And like I said, Vaughn, one of the best in the game, man. That's a shame. I like to think he was pretty cool dude too, the Old Spice commercials, but not a very dirty player. Look at his fines. Last one came in 2019 for roughing the passer against Gardner Minshew. And before that, he had a gap here against the blue-eyed assassin himself, Mr. TB12, Tom Brady. So not a dirty player by any means. Honestly, one of the best of this generation. You're talking about building a legacy defense, and it was the fact that they were even on a team together. Aaron Donald, Von Miller. Who else could you consider in the pass rush game nowadays? That would be Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Myles Garrett. Now this is about to make me make my my current top pass rushers list, but yeah, man, just crazy. I think I'm gonna go back to this later on in the show, but we got some shit going on. We'll let a little more develop, but I appreciate y'all jumping in here so quick. And just, letting me know about that and just voicing your opinions. Like I said, we'll return to that though. Great show playing though. Lot to talk about. It was a great football weekend, despite the outcomes. In the Patriots game and in lesser extent, the the game, Ohio State, Michigan. Very disappointing. Buckeyes drop a third straight rivalry game. For my college football fans out there, you think Ryan Day's gone at the end of the year? He's looking at a one-loss season. I don't think they make it to the college football playoff, but does Ohio State move on from Ryan Day, and that also poses the question. I've actually dealt with this for work. For anybody that knows New Jersey high school football, Easton versus Phillipsburg, so the Thanksgiving rivalry game that goes back over like 100 years. They play it at Lafayette College, which is Division I, so it's a big stadium. They sell it out. Worked it 1 year. Insane. All right. Now, mind you, I did the game. Phillipsburg had an undefeated regular season. They were in the postseason. Here, let me just so people can have a frame of reference. So anyway, Phillipsburg, Easton, they've been playing this damn Thanksgiving game for over 100 years. Phillipsburg went undefeated in the regular season, got to the sectional state championship. You still get a trophy, but then you still move on. You play other schools, but so technically a state championship. They lost the game at home. All right, devastating. They played this Thanksgiving game the next week, and I've done like training camp with them before. They have like B Easton shirts. Like they always say that's the only, if we lost every game, it's the only game we want to win. They won this damn game for the first time in like 6 years. There's dudes crying. You would have thought they won the Natty. It was insane. So, with that being said, and the coach is a great guy, but he still had this black cloud looming over him. Since the time I met him, like I said, they dropped I think it was 6 of these games in a row, and he was the head coach for 5 of them. Like, he had never won. He felt immense pressure from this town. But like, he was totally up for it. So that makes me, I kind of understand the situation a little bit, but just not on a scale this big. But if you lose the rivalry game, and in college football, the margin for error is so damn small. You lose one game, that's your season. Do you guys think it will be plausible for Ohio State to move on from Ryan Day, since he's dropped 3 in a row to Michigan? Next year it's at the Horseshoe. So yeah. Some college football sneaking up in here. What do you guys think? You think OSU fires Ryan Day? My brother, resident friggin' Steelers, Ohio State, Mets fan. Crazy. You don't know what's going on. Yes. He's gots to go. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. That's a tough one. 3 in a row. And he has good seasons, but listen, man. It's called the game for a reason. And yeah, shout out to Red Bank Catholic winning their state title, man. Monmouth County, stand up. And how do we feel about the Steelers offense without Matt Canada? Now, I didn't get a chance. I watched the end of the Bills-Eagles game because, like I said, I went to the Pats-Giants game, which was just incredible. Shout out to my best friend Dom and his dad Ralph for inviting me and my family and I to a once in a lifetime experience. He, hardworking guy. His childhood dream was to have a box at the Giants. He did it. I mean, just to have season tickets at the Giants. He did it. And he did it last year as soon as they got the schedule for this year. Told my boy, listen, Nery's our Patriots fan, so we got to invite him. So I appreciate him doing that. But just going back to Mike's original question, how do we feel about the Steelers offense without Matt Canada? Well, you beat a limping Bengals team, so Can't give you that much credit, but I will say it's a strong argument considering where you at. There you are. Listen, the offensive numbers are good. They all right. They all right. I got this mixed up. I thought this was passing yards. I was gonna say, wow, 421 passing yards. That's good, but listen, NFL quarterbacks should be breaking that 300. All right, should be breaking that 300 on the reg. But just looking at them, absolutely just Cincinnati. Let me get my solo up here. And we'll go back. We'll go back to this. Cincinnati. The fuck, bro. Just a pitiful season. Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. It's yeah, it's just, still 153 rushing yards too. Like I could see the argument. But Kenny Pickett, hasn't been that consistent this year, but he has shown up when it's mattered most, I like to think. Outside, listen, you played the 49ers in your first game, so but yeah, 278 yards passing, no turnovers, not bad. Yeah, it's honestly insane when you look at it that bro, well, where are your like yeah, but like that's the thing. Where are your points coming from though? This like I see a lot of field goals here, so that's what I'm saying. Like some shit's just not adding up. Like this is a great stat line from Pickett, but how do you have no passing touchdowns? And then for Najee, how do you have a rushing touchdown? Like 100, like 99 yards, not bad. But Chris Boswell, give him the MVP. I'm assuming he missed an extra point, right? Like, he's a tougher Garoppolo right now. Stop. Stop. Jimmy. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Nah, Jimmy Garoppolo. He's just always hurt, bro. He's just always hurt, man. I would really like to see what he would do with like an actual sustainable body. Yeah, no, I listen. The Steelers' top 3 defense in the league this year. And honestly, if we're doing a top 5, 3 of those top defenses are all in your division. I'm not saying that. It's just this is kind of, this is ridiculous. There's no reason why was it Boswell, right? Boswell. I didn't want to say Bosworth. Yeah, it's Boswell. But yeah, I just feel like I can only equate it to kind of like empty calories. Like, yeah, you got like you're getting it, but it's like no protein, no fucking vitamin D, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like 278 calories, no protein. And you're right, Mike. That's half the battle, right? And that's one thing I could say about Mac Jones. That's where he absolutely kills us, man. This guy gives the shit away. Like he's two-hand, he's reverse. Since we're talking about the Steelers, he's reverse Franco Harrising it every single every chance he gets. Like either throw the ball away or just, I don't even want to say take the sack because he takes the sack every time. Throw that shit away. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad anymore for criticizing Mac Jones. Bailey Zappi. It is what it is, man. I don't know what's going on in these dudes' heads, but do I think the Steelers offense has improved week 1 removed from Matt Canada? Yeah, it has, but I'm still not that impressed. And when we bring up the power rankings, you will see that some tough decisions made this week, but I have good reasoning. Shout out to everybody tuning in that's already in here and participating so far. I really appreciate you guys. Let me know what you got going on this week. You got some good parlays. How's the Thanksgiving going? I mean, how was the Thanksgiving? I wasn't that impressed with the games. I ain't gonna lie, Seahawks disappointing me. Seahawks definitely disappointing me. I like so need to delete shit from my phone. It's not even funny. I can't do shit. And it just feels like every time you delete something, 10 shits just appear where it's like, hey, your phone's too full, bro. Your phone's too full. But I have to show you some of these sucks, man. Just delete memories here, but shit's got to get done. Nah. Yeah, what was your guys' take on these Thanksgiving games? I'm gonna pull up the fucking shit right now, but I was not impressed with the Thanksgiving games. And just as a whole, I am not that impressed with NFL play this year. Maybe it's them. I don't know. Maybe it's them just taking too much time, not playing enough. What is it? What is it? Okay. All right, phone. Colin Cowherd said what now? Nah, I'm kidding. Sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to delete fucking storage off my phone so I can share some of this shit, but they're just which playoff teams do you see the Steelers beating? The Jags and Baltimore off the top of I will say that Jaguars game was very, very close. Could have really went either way. So I will give you that. Yeah, you guys could beat both of them. I feel like it's just when it comes to like a Miami, that would be the best offense versus the best defense in years past, a la Broncos and Carolina. We know how that's. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Seahawks and Broncos. We've seen how that's played out. The real question is this Steelers defense, is it good enough to get them to the Super Bowl? I think it's definitely good enough to get them a playoff win. I just don't know if the offense has that type of cast. I mean, we've seen some all right offenses get led by defenses, but I don't know. I feel like there's just something about this Steelers team that they're kind of they're lacking a little something on the offensive side of the ball. And that's not to say that they're bad. It's just I think compared to their competition right now, I think they're just kind of outmatched. All right. All right, bro. Well, this is mad shit. So, yeah, you know what? Dallas, I'm not really that impressed with them. I mean, they only beat bad teams, it seems like. It seems like whenever we get one of these big matchups, it's like, oh, here's the Cowboys losing by 2 scores and Dak crumbling like a wet paper bag in the rain. And I hate, yeah, I listen, I can't stand the Dak hate. The guy just, he does what he can. He does what he can. He has great, but the thing is he just has great casts. He just like look at his cast this year: CeeDee Lamb, fucking Tony Pollard. He did have Zeke. Like, all right, so hopefully we can try to send some of this shit through. Yeah, no, that's what I said. Like he has CD. They had Amari Cooper. That was honestly, man, that was a crazy receiving core at the time. I just who why am I blanking on their tight end? Maybe that's kind of what they're lacking. They don't have like that solid. Is it Schultz? Hold on. Why am I? Houston Texans. Yeah, no, I'm thinking it's Dalton Schultz here, but yeah, like they don't really have. I don't know. Considering how Houston is doing right now, it seems like the Cowboys should have just paid Dalton Schultz. You should have just paid him. All right, sorry. I finally got these things. I'd rather airdrop, but like I said, my memory sitch not the greatest, and I need to show you guys this shit. So yeah, here I'm about to show you. Man, I just want to say I just want to, show some love to the chat right now. You guys have been great. We're almost an hour in, haven't even gotten to really what we've been wanting to talk about. Well, we just had some breaking news in here, having some good conversations. Sorry, I still got this comment up here. Yeah, I know Schultz isn't the reason why they're doing well this year. I'm just saying, considering, like I said, Dallas is a squad that they're good, but they just don't beat, you know, I'll put in quotes that they're good, but they just don't beat quality opponents. I'm just saying, I think if Schultz was there, he would definitely be a bigger security blanket for Dak, which he doesn't need a bigger security blanket. Pollard and CD are more than a lot of teams have. But Stroud to Tank Dell for the TD is a call we're gonna be hearing for a while. Yeah, yeah. Nah, I'm impressed with the Texans. That was a tough loss for them, but it'd be like that. It'd be like that. But yes, it was like I said, besides, I can't knock it too much. It was a pretty good, it was a pretty good week in football now that just looking back on it. Like I said, I hope you're the hell. It's always gotta be some dumb-ish, right? Can't ever just hold on one second, guys. Just want to have these have this ready to go for you. Here, I'm getting back there. Just of course, shit gotta be mad annoying. But yeah, I want to show you guys some of these pictures and videos from this. It was awesome. It was awesome. I ain't going front. Just pulling some of this shit up here. What are some of your takes for this weekend, guys? What you got? We're just talking about the Cowboys. How do you think they're gonna fare against the Seahawks? If you've been listening to the show, you know how I feel about the Seahawks. So you might know where I'm going with this one. But like I said, I'm not a big believer in the Cowboys. They phony. They're fugazi. Them rhinestones, homie, they ain't diamonds. All right, so I got the photos in there. That's good. Videos up and popping. All right, so let's get into this. Where was it? Where the hell is my banner? So yeah, my good slash bad trip to the Giants was awesome. Like I said, shout out my boy Dom and his dad, and his family hooking it up. Um, just to give you, like I said, once a lifetime experience. Got invited. It was a tough weekend with work, but I couldn't pass it up. So I really appreciate him. But just show you real quick right here. You know what? Let me do I have an overlay? I don't. So here's what we're gonna do. Nah, I don't think you guys can hear me. So yeah, I'm just gonna show the picture anyway. The homie pulled up, you know what I'm saying? He said we had the limo. He's gonna come get us. The stretch caddy limo, that's love. Tailgated our asses off. I'll show you that right now. It's the next joint. So yeah, we posted up right here. Prime location, by the way. I'm about to show you. I thought you could pause it. You'll see now we set up here. Then they had the grill going. Dude was making some breakfast sandwiches. That shit was awesome. Some kebabs, hot dogs, whatnot. And then I believe the next video you're gonna see is gonna show you inside the suite. So hold on.
Oh yeah. I'm going to rap.
Let's proceed to the next exit by walking through the street corridor and exit the stadium through the next stairway or ramp. And continue on the stadium. Guests with disabilities and those who require additional assistance.
But yeah, bro, it was an awesome time. We was up there in the suite chilling. Had the throwback Randy Moss on there. Got a lot of dirty looks. People thinking it was Aaron Hernandez. It is what it is. I wouldn't be ashamed of wearing Aaron Hernandez jersey if it really came down to it. And like I said, shout out my boy. We had a good time. We was out there lit. Cheering on a pair of 2 and 3 win teams. Scarce time this season in New England, but still, it's moments like that ease the pain. I don't know what we're gonna do, but it just, like I said, it was a great experience, once in a lifetime experience. I didn't have to drop a dime, so I really appreciate my boy and his family inviting me and my family. And man, that's awesome. Just a great time. So that brings me to ask y'all, if your team is super bad, but you get to enjoy it, and a once in a lifetime experience like that doesn't make it worth it, in my opinion. Yeah, the win would have been nice, but that was awesome. Would I take a win over an experience like that? Yeah, but I still take the box. But yeah, it was a great time. Man, this Von Miller shit is wild, boy. Wild. Um, this was the headline in question. Are we wrong for not believing in the Broncos? And my answer is no. They were bad to start the year. They were really bad. I had high expectations for them, and they were just doing nothing. But hey, they're here now. Russell Wilson, just a whirlwind of emotions this year. They're coming off who they beat. Yeah, they beat the limping ass Browns, so I don't want to be giving them too much credit, but they're doing better than they thought. I mean, they're doing better than they were. Why are you not? Ah, there we go. My scorey boy. And let's just no. Wow, all that shit I was just talking though about Pickett's numbers, but Russ 134 yards. Come on. Run game's pretty solid. I should have did this first. Yeah. I mean, not great numbers. And like I said, this is against a pretty good Browns defense, but when your offense is struggling, trust me. Being a Patriots fan this season firsthand, I know it's demoralizing. You can only be so good on defense if your offense, is hurt or not performing up to that standard. But are we wrong for not believing in the Broncos? No. No, we're not. They got 70 hung on them. I want to look at their schedule real fast. I want to see who they have remaining. They got a big one against the Texans this week. They'll play the the Chargers, man. They're the it's weird. I want to say they're the best worst team, but we play them this week, so it's going to be a battle of who could do the more stupider thing coaching wise for their team. But yeah, they got Texans, Chargers, Lions, they got us. Who knows if that'll be a win for them? Well, they got to play the Chargers twice. And the Broncos going to play them hard, but if I had to guess, I think the Texans. This week's going to be a big proving ground. I'm big on the Texans. But I'll go out on a whim and I'll give the Broncos this week. All right, I'll give the Broncos this week. I will give them both at the Chargers. I'll leave the Patriots in the air out of respect. I don't think they beat the Lions, and I think the Raiders play them close, but they somehow find a way. So that would put them at where are they at this right now? They're at 6-5. So what I give them 4 more wins? 10-6, 10-7. I would have to look at the AFC West standings, but I could imagine that it's the Chiefs in first. And the Broncos currently in second since they split their matchup. Here's a fun thing. out of these remaining games at the Packers, Bills, Patriots, Raiders, Bengals, and Chargers, which one of these how do I put this? Which one of these dickheads will most likely pull off an upset against the Chiefs is basically what I'm trying to say. And if I had to give a calculated guess, I'll put it this way. The Bills, I think, are going to come closer to beating the Chiefs than the Bengals will. I believe I'll say I haven't even really checked on anything with Joe Burrow. Well, I'm assuming he's yeah, I was gonna say he's done. He's done for the year. So yeah, of course the Bengals are just gonna do whatever. Who knows? What's the Bengals? They are 5-6. Bro. Always, man. This would have been sick. Burrow versus Trevor Lawrence. They could maybe beat the Colts. It's such a shame. They could definitely win these two games with Burrow. But honestly, they're probably gonna lose the rest of these games. They'll go keeps on doing this shit. So while they're 5-6, they'll probably lose their. I'll give them one more. I'll give them one more win for the season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6-11. Who knows? Bengals might fuck around and get like a top receiver. I would love the Patriots. I would love for the Patriots to take Marvin Harrison Jr. I have no idea what they're going to do. All right. This is like the most frustrating season ever. I don't know if Bill's gone next year. But yeah. Are we wrong for not believing in the Broncos? Hell no. They sucked, but now they're doing pretty good. And this week will be proving for them. Can they take on a hot team right now? But we have some matchups we have more matchups to get into, and without further ado, it is time for our Fresh Cookies Week 13 Power Rankings. Let me make sure would be nice if they were in here. Oh no, it was in here. I'm fucking around. But anyway, yes, time for our Week 13 Power Rankings. Okay, let's get into it. Starting with number 10, the Texans. You're still on the list till further notice. Number 9, the Seahawks. What are you doing? You're in timeout. Ravens, I need to see a little bit more from you. Miami Dolphins, they're staying put this week. Lions, how you lose to the Packers? Dallas Cowboys, upper echelon, but those fake Gucci shoes. Jaguars, they're a number 4. Impressive, but they're not as good as the 49ers. Kansas City Chiefs, silver spoon in their mouth, and the Eagles still at the top by default. All right, y'all. Here we are. Thought I had this ready to go. But yeah, the week 13 power rank. You know what? I'll pull up last week's in the meantime while we're. So yeah, as you can see, the week 12 power rankings. And the Bills still gobble gobble. That wasn't supposed to happen. But yes, the week 12 power rankings. The top 3 staying the same. But some change ups. And just moving forward, it is now December. Hey, where are you? Like I said, moving forward, now it's December, and the Bills are some ho-ho-hos. But Texans are still rolling at the moment. That was a tough, hard-fought game against the Jags, their division opponents. They blew out the Jags to begin the year, so Jacksonville wanted some get back. So I give them more credit putting out the flame on this hot team. But I think the Texans are just hanging around above the Steelers for that 10 spot right now. And like I said, when I do these power rankings, it's based on which teams I think could beat each other. We were talking about if the Steelers play the Jags again, I do like the Steelers in that matchup, but we would have to see them play each other again. So we'll see what happens with Pittsburgh down the stretch here, but they are nipping at that 10 spot. Like I said, they got a top 5, top 3 defense. It's just a matter of if their offense can dominate when it needs to. Number 9, the Seahawks. They had a really disappointing loss to the 49ers on Thanksgiving. Absolutely pitiful. What I have them out last week. I had them at 8. They drop a spot further. They were like, I think we had them at like 3 or 4 at one point. But they've had a little fall from grace. It's funny, my other brother, we're sitting here watching Thanksgiving football, and the 49ers beating up on the Seahawks, saying these teams are worlds apart. I don't think they're worlds apart, but the Seahawks are very disappointing at the moment. Number 8, the Ravens. They're promising. Their defense, like I said, AFC North killing it this year. Defense. They're also one of those top 3, top 5 defenses. I just need to see a little more from them. A win against the Chargers doesn't do much for me. So I like to see a little bit more from the Ravens, but I still think they're great. And then number 7, the Dolphins. I still think have the best offense in the league. They just have some question marks in some other areas. And honestly, they're playing with house money because I feel like even if McDaniel does bad this year, everybody's just so enamored with the dude that they won't care that he's maybe going to get a first-round playoff exit. Who knows? With the Lions, they lost to a wobbly Packers team on Thanksgiving. What are you doing, man? That drops you. In my book, the Cowboys, they're good. They're not as good as their fans think they are. Come on. You can't honestly believe that, considering they've lost to like every good team this year. They haven't had one proving win. And we'll bring up the Cowboys schedule in a minute. But the Jaguars getting some get back versus the Texans, their division rival. I like them. Media is on their piece this year, but rightfully so for the moment. I don't know if they can win the big game, though. 49ers, very impressive. it's interesting to see because they're going to be facing off with the Eagles here very soon. So that game is going to be very telling. And then the Chiefs and Eagles, they're still the teachers' pets of the class. They're sitting in the front until further notice. But I got to believe it or not. So yeah, there's the power rankings. So believe it or not, the Giants fans were cool. They were pleasant. Like I said, I never really have a problem whenever I go to MetLife, even for the Jets games. It's always love. But lo and behold, the only person that talks shit to me at this game, go figure, an Eagles fan. And when I told them you're the top team in the league by default because play has been so bad this year and you barely been winning against, they've had some close ones, whatever. It's the NFL. The Eagles are a not impressive number one team. So say what you will, need not apply. But one more time, just let me know what you guys think about the power rankings. We have some Christmas holiday stuff to get to in the next couple weeks. So let me know if you have any Christmas suggestions, segments that we should be doing for the show. Obviously, have to do some movie rankings. Definitely got to do some cookie rankings. Can be called fresh cookies. We don't at least embrace the name. Hype job toys, and should it be illegal to not include batteries with some of these toys? That was always the worst thing, but for the most part, my mom always had them ready. So man. So before we get into this week's matchups, first of all, guys, let me know what you think of the power rankings down below. Some non-related football news, just because I know we got a couple dudes in here that have experience fucking some people up and also working security. So I saw this story. It's pretty messed up, if you ask me. So apparently this is a rapper. I don't know who this is, but apparently some kid wanted an autograph from this rapper, and a security team beat this boy so bad that he basically has brain damage now. I ain't gonna show the video. It's pretty messed up if you ask me. Kid didn't look like he was a threat, so I've seen a lot of crazy security videos this year. Do y'all think security is doing too much, or do you just is security doing too much lately? For non-threatening people, or is it just that they're inexperienced? But seriously, man, what is this, man? I saw a video a couple weeks back where this dude's girlfriend was kind of arguing with the security guard, and then he got knocked out. So I know you guys probably been around some shit. So you let me know in the chat. I don't know if you come across any security guard issues this past year or so, but just, are people flexing at the wrong people? Should that energy be redirected to somebody who's an actual threat? Seems like we got a lot of people with no pun intended some insecurities roaming around out there. So all right, but try to break off from the sports sometimes. But yeah, we got matchups this week. Like I said, big one starting out on Thursday. Amazon Prime football. Seahawks Cowboys. This is a big This is a big matchup for the Cowboys. All right, show me something. Show me something. All right, beat a good team, and maybe we'll stop clowning you. But let me see the Cowboys. Currently 8-3. Get out of here, you. I hope the kid's all right though. It's terrible. But the Cowboys, they got the Seahawks, the Eagles, the Bills, the Cowboys. Oh, the Cow. I'm drunk as hell. So yeah, they got the Seahawks, the Eagles, the Bills, the Dolphins, the Lions, and the Commanders. I think the Cowboys have the hardest schedule to end the year. Jesus. I mean, they should win this Commanders game, but honestly, the Commanders, I feel like, have been in close. All their games have been close this year, except for that one when they lost to the Cowboys. Like, besides that one, look at all their they are really just all over the map here, right? Again, kind of got blown out versus the Bears. I remember that one, but almost beat the Eagles twice. Man, who the Commanders ended with? The Dolphins, the Rams, the Jets. It's gonna be tough, man. I see this being Ron Rivera's last year too, unfortunately. Yeah, you're right, Mike. You're right. That's gonna make me pull up one of my favorite clips from this year so far. And you already know. Play it, Stan.
On third down, Smith, pressure comes late and it's incomplete. That pressure.
Yeah. Oh my God is right. So, Mike, you're right on that one. The Seahawks offensive line is going to get him killed, but their defense is scrappy. I think they're very well coached. I like them. But this is a must win for Dallas. Okay, no matter which way you slice it, Seahawks I think do have potential to make some noise. And just looking at their schedule, yeah, I was going to say their meeting with the 49ers was their first this year. Do the Niners blow them out again? I don't think they blow them out, but I could see them beating them again, which at 6-5. They still got they have the Cowboys, the Niners, the Eagles. They should be the Titans. Steelers, that'll be a good game. And the Cardinals. So I could see them. I'm going to put them down for at least 2 more wins this year. So I'll put them at 8 and 9 and 9 and 8. I don't know. You guys think the Seahawks will make the playoffs? That's basically what I'm trying to get at. Well, look, I think the Cowboys really need this one. I think the Seahawks are pretty pissed coming off that Thanksgiving game. Cowboys feeling themselves a little bit for beating up on the hapless Commanders. I'm going to go with the Seahawks in this one. And I like a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Colts Titans, you don't have to watch this one if you don't want to. I mean, why would you want to? Yeah, Colts Titans. I'm probably not going to tune in for this one. Why would I? Titans just beat up on the Panther. They barely beat them. They didn't beat them up. Panthers had to fire their coach afterwards. So, if I had to guess, I'll take the. To be honest, I mean, whenever a team fires their coach, I feel like they play so much better in the next game. So you know what? I'm gonna go with the. Oh wait, duh. That'll be for my Panthers mistake. But yeah, I think both of these teams have had shaky seasons. I'm gonna go with the Titans in this one though. I think this will be Vrabel's last year. Dang, more notes. Cardinals release Zach Ertz per request. I don't think he really been doing much for them though. I like Zach Ertz though. Falcons, Jets. The Jets, they're going through their own quarterback woes. Obviously, no Aaron Rodgers. Does he come back? No. Who knows? I already talked about that once though. Unless we get some really compelling evidence that he's actually going to do it, just sit the fuck down, man. Like, let the bad season play out. I really see the Eagles winning the Super Bowl this year, as bad as it sounds, and just like I said, it's not a great NFL season. Like, there's been years where it's like, okay, it's clear the Chiefs are going to win, but I don't know. To be honest, if the Eagles and the Chiefs face off again, I don't see the league. No, I'm not even gonna say it. I don't see the Chiefs losing twice to the Eagles. I also don't think the league will let it happen. But going back to the Falcons versus the Jets, this is a whatever game. The Falcons, I believe, are a little bit. I don't even want to say that because the Jets have a great star-studded cast. If I had to guess, the Falcons coming into MetLife, I will give the Jets a victory. And the only person I can honestly say that might score a touchdown would be Breece Hall. Lions Saints. This is a pretty good matchup. But I'm gonna take the Lions because the Saints. I don't know. Their record says otherwise. But I'm not a huge believer in them right now. Just looking to see who they're gonna wrap up with. Yeah, they have the Panthers, who I think might beat them. Damn, they play some bad fucking teams that end the year. Oh my goodness. You would want the Saints schedule past the Lions. I mean, you play the Panthers, the Giants, the Rams, the Bucks, and the Falcons. Oh my goodness, they have a chance to win out here. I'm going to give them 2 losses though. Put them at 8. And I'll put them at, I would say, yeah, no, the Saints could finish just above 500. But when it comes to this game, I'm taking the Lions all day. St. Brown touchdown. Although the Saints defense is somewhat good. They just can't hold them all forever. All right. Broncos Texans. Honestly, man, this is a huge one. I would rather see this as the Monday night game. Broncos on the up after starting really shitty. The Houston Texans surprising with rookie CJ Stroud and first-year head coach D'Amico Ryans. Sean Payton. I don't even want to know if it's Sean Payton, and just Russell Wilson also getting some redemption. This is a must-win for the Broncos, it feels like. The Texans coming off that tough loss, they're going to play them hard. I want to say it's the Broncos. I'm going to switch up my pick, though. I'm going to go Texans in this one. But I do think the Broncos are going to continue to surprise us and be somewhat dangerous playoff team. I think they'll be right there in the mix with the Chiefs. Chargers, Patriots. Yeah. Normally I save the Patriots for the end, but they've just been pissing me off so bad that they're just going to get lumped in right here in the middle of this week. Like I said, this is going to be a battle of which coach wants to shoot themselves in the foot more than the other one. And, this one might look like nails on a chalkboard. And the Chargers have basically every characteristic to run all over us in this game. They're one of those teams that can't get out of their way. So I think somehow this will be a somewhat competitive game of us almost scoring field goals. Almost. I'm still going to go with my Pats, though. Always going to pick my Pats. I would say if I had I don't think you could do a bet on this, but if I had to take the over, I would say we at least, and we've been in such a bad fourth down team these past couple of years, I would say we at least fuck up one Brandon Staley fourth down conversion. Cardinals, Steelers. Like I said, Steelers defense booming this year. Cardinals, not so much. Listen, if the Steelers offense don't drop 30 on them, then maybe Matt Canada wasn't the problem. Obviously going with the Steelers, though. Dolphins, Commanders, another scenario where it's like Dolphins, if you don't win by at least 3 touchdowns, then you really ain't that good, bro. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins in this one. I'll take a Tyreek and Jalen Waddle touchdown. Tua in the cold, though. I don't know if I would take him for the passing yards. Panthers, Buccaneers. Like I said, the Panthers firing Frank Reich. I don't personally, like I said, I wouldn't call for anybody's job like that, but I don't think he should have been the guy in the first place. The Panthers interim coach last year had him playing well, so I thought that was kind of messed up that you hire a guy who got fired from another franchise for losing. It's not like he got dismissed for some controversy. The team was losing. So, yeah, I don't agree with the Frank Reich hiring as head coach. I'm sure he's a great guy. Just, probably shouldn't have been a head coach again for a little bit. But Panthers, they're feeling fired up, and I think they will continue the trend of winning the next game after firing their head coach. And the Bucs been kind of shaky. So, yeah, I'll give the Panthers in this one. Adam Thielen touchdown. 49ers, Eagles. What more can I say? This should be the Sunday night game, but of course we have to milk the fact that the Chiefs and the Packers played the first Super Bowl ever, so by default, they have to be league darlings forever. Big deal. All right? Big deal. Any Patriots Super Bowl is better. No, you know what? And considering the Patriots did play the Packers in a Super Bowl, they're exempt. But any one of the Patriots Super Bowl is better than any one of the Chiefs Super Bowls. It's just facts. But like I said, Chiefs and the Packers have to face off so the league can get their rocks off. Whatever. This is the real matchup right here. 49ers going back to the scene of the crime. I believe this one is at the link. Hostile territory. Brock Purdy. Broca did his elbow last year. I'm really fucking up with the highlights. I've seriously just been so backed up with different shit. But that's not an excuse. I'm going to go back here to last year. But where are we at? Where are we at with the... Huh. Could have swore we did a... Nah, I guess I just did or maybe that was that a long form that I did? Nah. Could have swore I did one when Purdy got his elbow jacked up, but nah, we didn't. 49ers. Grow spine, beat these damn Eagles, and reclaim your top spot in the Fresh Cookies power rankings. I know that's what all the teams are playing for. In this matchup, obviously the Eagles are favored. They're at home. They're rolling right now. They haven't really hit any speed bumps. So tough to go against them in this game. Unfortunately, I'm going to go with Philly again. But it's really anybody's game. This should be a tough one. I really hope Brock Purdy makes it through. I hope every single player makes it through the end of this game so we can kind of just put this debate to bed on who the best team in the NFC is. I'm going to go with the Eagles, though. Browns, Rams. Rams are surprisingly good, sorta, not really. Browns, they're missing their starting queue, but the defense is awesome. If I had to guess, I'm going to go with the Rams in this one, but this is one I am going to skip. Yeah, it's a pretty good question. Who is going to pick up Zach Ertz, and is he still a contender? Hasn't really done much this season. I know Trey McBride taking some of that heat away from Ertz. He's got 4 touchdowns this year with 47 catches for 406 yards. So that's what, like 406 divided by 47. So that means he's like averaging like 8 yards a catch. I don't know, considering. Well, you know what? Actually, who's a good pickup for Zach Ertz? Now that we were just talking about it, how about the Dallas Cowboys take a chance on Zach Ertz? I think that would fill up some of the bullshit that I was just talking about. So, Cowboys, I would say the Cowboys would be a great fit for Zach Ertz right now. But Browns, Rams, I'll give this one to the Rams. They're at home and they're somewhat healthy, so their big role players are there. Puka Apua. Showing out this year. All right, moving along. The Sunday night game. Is it really a question? Kansas City Chiefs. All right. Kansas City Chiefs are going to beat the Packers at Lambeau. Everyone's going to love it. Mahomes at Lambeau. Take a picture. Make a gold statue. Fucking let's just give the Lombardi trophy to the Chiefs for the next 50 years because we like them so much, right? Nah, they're going to handle business though against the Packers. And if they don't, then I don't know. Like I said, this is one of the roughest NFL seasons to watch. The play has not been that great. So Chiefs win or don't. You're probably still going to be number 2 by default because everybody else is hurt. And I wouldn't say an unfortunate Monday night matchup because when they made this, I'm sure they thought Joe Burrow would be going up against Trevor Lawrence, but the Bengals and Jaguars, we're high on the Jaguars here. They're doing good. I like Trevor Lawrence, Doug Peterson. The defense plays well when they want to. Calvin Ridley, streaky. Every time I bench this dude, he's putting up 30s and 40s in fantasy. So get it together, Mr. Ridley. But I like the Jags in this one. So there you have it. And then when it comes to touchdown scores, I mean, let's keep the train rolling. I'll go with a Calvin Ridley touchdown this week. So yeah, this week in the should have been primetime games, it definitely should have been the Broncos and Texans on Sunday night, and we should have gotten the 49ers Eagles on Monday night. But since the Eagles just played on Monday night, how about we switch it up? This is the Sunday night game, and this is the Monday night game. Man, I can't believe we almost in here for like 2 hours. Appreciate y'all, everybody that was in here. This entire time we're rolling towards the end of the show. I really only have one more segment to deal with y'all, to show y'all. This week on the bye, we have the Bills, the Bears, the Raiders, the Vikings, and the Giants. Really, the 2 teams in that bunch that are of consequence would be the Ravens and the somehow Buffalo Bills. And before we get into our final segment, which isn't football related, but just something that popped up on my timeline, on my algorithm. Whew. Bills are coming back to play the Chiefs. It just don't get easier for them, right? Who knows? Stephon Diggs might chuck an icicle at Josh Allen after this one. Bills are going to play the Chiefs, the Cowboys. They're going to play the Bills, the Cowboys. They should be able to beat the Chargers. They'll probably fucking beat us because we beat them. And then they're going to play Miami again to end the year. The Bills stomped they shit the first time, but Miami's definitely playing with more momentum. So I like the Bills in that one. All right. So Christmas time around the corner. Had something pop up. Christmas commercials got my nostalgia going. But I had a couple questions for y'all that I wanted to address here. There was some absolutely creepy shit back in the day. But yeah, I was recommended this channel of old lo and behold, unlocking them. You don't really unlock.
Christmas crunch. Crunchy sweet berry stars, stockings, trees.
Whatever happened to Christmas Crunch? All right, I need an explanation. Are we too good to make Christmas Crunch anymore? I still see Oops All Berries and all these other horrible flavors. Can't get some GD motherfucking Christmas Crunch in here. Pitiful. I'm gonna break this down another time, but where's the other one? Where the fuck did this? Huh. Yo, where are my tabs at, though? Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the... So, yeah, bring back Christmas Crunch. All right, let's see. One of these shits was super weird. I'm trying to see where it was. It's probably, like, right after this one. Let me see. Yeah, the Coca-Cola one. Supposed to be wholesome. This is fucking terrifying. Dad just trying to fix his car. This could have been the starting to like a Lifetime movie right here.
Dad? Just a second, Tiger. Dad?
Terrifying. Could have stole this kid.
So it is. It's great.
Just crazy. Right? Can't you just picture the dude from, I was gonna say World's Wildest Police Chases, but whenever like those reenactments. This looks like the beginning to a First 48. The old man is drunk out of his mind. Drives away with this promising youth with his whole life in front of him. And what's the dad doing? Not paying attention. Yeah, we got some more Christmas shit coming your way though. And just the last one. It really makes me it's insane. It's insane. Really had Ronald McDonald out here like it was all good. That's creepy as shit. But yeah, let me know what's some Christmas shit y'all want to get into. And before we go away, our poll question for today, rather than the Broncos, will Von Miller play again this season? If you weren't here when the news broke, Von Miller, arrest warrant issued for him apparently hitting his pregnant baby mama. This is a different type of baby mama drama. Just to see if there's any updates. Get out of here, Ronald. But yeah, the Bills have issued a statement. It says this morning we were made aware of an incident involving Von Miller. We are in the process of gathering more information and we'll have further comment and we'll have no further comment at this point. just to read some of the comments. More arrest warrants than sacks. It's a low blow. Wild. Geez, man. Like I said, it's terrible. Do I think Von Miller will play again this season? I can't see it happening, but I can just tell you this now. If he does, oh man, it's gonna be a media shitstorm, and the booze and displeasure for the NFL will definitely come into play. But that's our week 13 show. Appreciate all y'all jumping in here today. It was popping right from the beginning. Had that little bit of breaking news. We're gonna have to keep a close eye on that story. This really could be the final nail in the coffin for the Bills. But yeah, let me know what you guys got going on this weekend. Some of our questions: are we wrong for not believing in the Broncos? And will Von Miller play again this season? But yep, thank you again for joining me. It was another great show. Appreciate y'all. Let me know in the comments what you think on some of those questions we asked. Let me know what you got going on this weekend. What's some of your hot takes? Who do you have tonight for the Cowboys and the Seahawks, the Eagles and the 49ers? And I feel like there was another matchup, but I'm blanking on it right now. Let me know. But let's make this a great week of football. Appreciate you guys stopping by. As always, I'm Nery Rodriguez, and you already know it's fresh cookies. Peace.